joining in. That's pretty nerve-wracking. Some big names, big friends. Thank you for joining. Ray Teo Senpai, my GoPro did not work out, so this is just my phone, so I'm glad you're telling me that it's clear enough. And please let me know if you can hear me as well. Obviously I can't hear myself, so I'll read a comment for a few minutes to see like whether you can't see me or you can't hear me, or anything like that. So I can also check myself to see how close I can get to the camera before my legs get cut off. So we'll give it a few minutes. Good Saturday morning for people from the US. Oh, I see so many people. Oh, Fernando Sensei さん。あ、杉浦さん、おはようございます。もうおはようじゃないですかね。Oh, thank you about the audio, Ray Senpai. John Sam, how are you? Oh, Valerie san, how are you? もう行きますか、Valerie san. あ、Laura san, how are you? Always enjoy your training. Online, that is, that I'm watching. Got one more minute to go. Oh, I hear a lot of, I see a lot of people that I heard or saw online. Okay, all right, maybe here. Oh, thank you for joining. I don't have much to teach, so I'm going to just basically train like I always do. I try to train every day, and I'll just kind of explain what I personally watch out for, and maybe it'll work for you. If not a big deal. Thank you for Martin-san and Natcha-san, and everybody who's involved in getting this happen. I know we're all fighting COVID-19 around the world. We're all stuck at home. Where I live, Chicago, is the same thing. Shout out to people from Europe, Spain, Italy. So let's fight this together. And shout out to all the medical staff as well. Before we start, I also want to say one more thing. It's great that we're all volunteering, but because of the lockdown and quarantine and so forth, dojo owners and instructors are also suffering as well. So I know everybody's having a lot of financial problems, my members as well, and I try my best to relieve that. But if you can show the support in times like this, that'd be great, because what good is trying to save too much, right, and don't circulate the fund, and then when this is all over, there's no dojo, there's no instructor for you to train with. So please try to stay with your dojo, trying to help each other as well, as much as possible. So I will try my best to do that as well. So okay, let's get started. All right, this is not a wood floor. This is actually my basement, and so that the kids and we can spill everything and water comes in, it's okay. It's actually a vinyl, so it's actually very, very slippery. So you'll see me slip here and there, but it's a good training as well. I saw Ray Senpai earlier in the month, last month, training with the socks on the carpet. I mean, he's not a normal human being, so he can do all the kime. I probably can't. So just know that this is very slippery, but it's going to be good training for me as well. Okay? All right. So I want to work on action and reaction. I always like to work on reaction for myself. And what does that mean, right? Kihon is sometimes very difficult. Kihon kata is very difficult to understand. Some people just do it just because it's something you do. Some people do it, try to apply everything in kata to the kumite, which always doesn't work. Also, there are a lot of misconceptions about it. So I usually like to work on reaction. So let's do warm up, ski. I'm going to do diagonal so maybe you can see a little better. When you do ski, of course your fist is going forward. And then typically what you end up seeing is overflow like this. Right? The first stage of training is to make sure that you can make kime, and then you know how it feels, because our feeling controls the body. So it's not the opposite way around. So you can't see yourself, so you need to go by the feeling, right? You can't always look at the mirror and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to do chokuzuki, and then as it overflows a little bit, because our fist is going this way, we're going to tense our chest, armpit, shoulder to snap back. So if you look at it from the side, your punching side will go forward, then it'll snap back again. It'll snap back again. It'll snap back again. And pretty much the reaction is what we're going to work on today because there's only 1 hour and it's going to fly like this. Okay? So let's do real smooth. What we're going to do is just smooth, no locking, just warming up, right? A lot of us, like older people, right? And there's some older people than me, right? You don't want to just suddenly go, pa! It's real relaxed, right? This reaction is important, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This lock of the chest, I'm just going to call it chest even though it's all around. Lock of the chest is important, okay? Now we're going to do 10 medium, right? The speed, the power and speed is not always important, right? You're going to end up breaking your body if you do that like this. So kind of choose your intensity, okay? So I'm going to do medium, okay? Ready? Just 10 times. Focus on reaction, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, warming up. Good. So that was the upper body ski, action, reaction. Once you get that feeling of that, then it's okay, right? Advanced people can overflow a little bit because they don't know how to tense. So even if you overflow a little, tense, that's okay. So I think, people are a little different, and depending on what you're working on, it's a little different. Okay, we're gonna have to fast forward. All right, it's a little harder to see in the gi, but you have 2 growing, right? This is seichuten, right in the center, by your belly button and the belt. 2 growing, right side growing, left side growing, are the 2 other centers. So you have 1, 2, 3, okay? And then we're gonna work on closing, right? The left side, or whichever side you want to work on, right? So when you lift this up, you'll see almost like a crease, depending on your lower abdomen and the thigh, and then come back up. Then this side as well, up. Make sure you don't move your toes, right? I'm just trying to warm up my groin, especially my right side groin is injured permanently, so it's it's sore, so I'm gonna work it out. Okay? To the left, up, right knee, up. 3, up, 4, up, and go, up 1 more, and rock, up. Okay, this may feel silly to you, but this is going to be the core of my training today, okay? So now what we're going to do is a little more snap, okay? So if you have one at lower abdomen here, and if you put your hand here, and if this is a panel, I'm going to close it. Close. You're not pushing. Right? Pushing is necessary, but we're not going to work on any pushing today. Right? We'll mention that in a little bit. So pull and close the panel like boom. Okay, ready? 6 times. To the left, and back. To the right, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Okay. Whew. I'm done. Okay. All right, so let's actually apply this one. I'm going to do zenkutsudachi, and then, a lot of times, the whole point is to move the hip, right? And then we say, usually, kick the back. Kick the back. Yes, you need that. But we tend to, if you have to compare it to the pushing the back leg to closing, the pulling, right, the front side growing, we tend to work on a lot of pushing. So today, because it's slippery and it's just another side to the training, I want to work on that. Okay, everybody doing okay? Let me just read the comment real quick. Yep, okay, good. So what we're going to do is, again, imagine that your lower abdomen is 1 panel, thigh here is 1 panel, and back thigh is 1 panel, okay? So when you go to the front, instead of kicking the back leg, I want you to focus. There's nothing wrong with kicking. Don't get it wrong. You know, I don't want to get it wrong. You need it. You need everything, right? At the end of the day. But focus on front growing, closing, and pulling. This way. And then when you go hanmi, now that your back growing is open, I'm going to close this one, right? 3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。Okay, relax. Right, the other side, just warming up the growing, right? Izenkuzachi closed. And we're going to close the back, close the front. We're not going to push, just pull. Okay, just warming up. So let's do front first. Back. 2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。Okay. Just by doing that, my legs are already like a jello, out of shape. Okay. All right. Okay? So now we're going to use Gyakuzuki. And then what we're trying to do is don't focus so much on the hand, right? We're just going to work on the chest, tensing, reaction, right? So don't overturn, right? Sometimes you need that to get the point to reach a distance, but today, kihon. So here, close the back, and you're going to close the front growing. At the same time, focus on tensing your chest. I focus on my chest, tensing my chest earlier. Because if you focus on your fist travels a long time, so your mind always conforms to the slower side of the body, right? So if I go like this, my fist travels at the end. And it's going to be, less kime, less timing. So together at the same time. So work on always a muscle that's closer to your core. Okay? Let's just do, 5 times. Speed it up a little bit. And each time close. And then come back slowly. Ready? Close. 1、2、3、4、and go! Okay. If you see bad habit, obviously don't copy it. I have my bad habits. Okay. Other side 5 times. And closing focus, chest focus. Ready? 1、2、3、4、and go! Okay. Wait. Yeah, it's kind of slippery, so my stance may be a little too high, so don't copy that. Good. Alright. Let's work on kokutsudachi. I've already seen other great senseis, right? Awesome senseis do some training, and so it's a pretty big shoes to fill. But when you close the front, okay, make sure the belt center is closer to the thigh. When you're at this stage, you can do kokutsudachi, right? If your stance is wrong to begin with, this is not going to do any good, right? So what we do is I always check the kneecap. Outside of your kneecap is kind of around the big toe, right, of your front foot, okay? Each. Okay? So that's all we did. Now, what we're going to work on is closing of that, right? So what we're going to do is just first make sure you make a good, kokutsudachi. Hopefully yours is better than mine. I have my habits, right? And then just stand up. Okay? And then what we're going to work on is closing this, right? The joint. So here, relaxing and it's a little harder to see with the gi on, right? Now if you close this, what's going to happen is you're not going to have this issue, and you're not going to have this toe out issue, if you can see it, right? Toe out issue. If you pull this, knee and the toe comes back, Alright, so that's what we're training. So kind of center this, pull everything to it. Hey, okay, let's do 5 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and go! Okay, I the other side. Okay, so pull, fold, right? Fold. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and go! Okay. Yeah, hopefully your ankle is warmed up. Good. Alright, I think kokusachi is a lot harder than zenkusachi just because we're not used to keeping weight in the back and snapping, right? So let's focus on that. So now what we're going to do is from relax, right? If you can pull, it shouldn't matter where you start from, right? Good people can go from anywhere, right? Like kumite people, sometimes they look lazy and all of a sudden they can move. That's similar. So here what we're going to do is we're going to reach with the ball of the foot. Don't land from the heel. That's going to be very bad, right? It's going to be bad for your joints. I have my back issues, right? Don't do that. And then so leave the weight to the back. Reach with the ball of the foot. As soon as your ball of the foot is reached, you try to fold the back. I try to fold my back, right? Going like this. Now, timing of when you want to fold is different, right? So if you want to work on like speed, you kind of sacrifice one to train the other. So if you want to work on kind of that speed, then some of the younger ones especially, right? Before your heel touches, you fold, right? So you'll have a little bit more sound. You know, don't stomp, but you have a little sound, right? For other people who are not, who doesn't necessarily, who don't necessarily have to work on winning the competition, or speed can only be so fast when you're young, then it's okay. Touch, right? No sound. Then knee. It's the same effect. Okay. So let's do that from here 5 times. In, knee, 3, 4, and go. Hope my kokusachi is good. If not, you can criticize and I'll fix it later. Okay, other side, 5 times. Right. Ball the foot and close. And it's very slippery, so I feel going like this. Ready? Is, knee, 3, 4, and go. Okay. Okay, let's get real quick water. I'm sure you can grab water, but I'm just telling you, I'll disappear from the screen. Let me read the comment to make sure everything's okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoa, 200 people. Scary, scary. Sorry, I wish I could show you better technique, but it is what it is. Okay, now let's work a little bit on next step. Again, there's no one right way that fits all, right? That's like saying, okay, in kumite, my one gyakuzuki is gonna always work, right? People who are better always have like one technique, like 10 different ways, right? And that's what you want to learn, and that's why you want to train with a lot of people so you can absorb that. And nice instructors will teach you. Some people won't, right? Okay, so now what we do is, I can get into, if you want to talk about it, let me know. You can get on the call later. I love history, right? That's why I do like Kurobi World and everything. But anyway, for now, what we do is, how do you go from one position to the other position, right? Let's work on first half. This is something that Taniyama sensei was mentioning, gosh, man, it must be like almost 20 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. And then there are a lot of different ways, right? You see some people go pam, pam. Some people go like pam, pam, right? And some people are wide, like, right? For JKA basics, there's one, right? JKA is the first, right, karate that ever standardized the technique throughout the world, so we can all train together like this today. But until then, everything was right because it depends on the application. If you're looking at tsuki coming and you're blocking it, right? Like hand godan, nagashuke. Then of course you need to go reach a little bit and you go like, right? Right now though, because we're gonna work on the groin, what we're gonna do is from the back stance, like kokutsudachi, don't kick to go forward. Fold. Just like you did, fold. Fold, right? And from here, do not detach. Follow this line to go, right? Even close the armpit, fold. These two together, right, folding and armpit together, will create this spin, will pull your body forward. Pull, body forward. So this is what Taniyama Sensei was looking at some of the, my colleagues back then, and then said like, okay, well, it's good, but then the first half is too slow. So people are doing like, right? That's not good. So that's what we're gonna work on, all right? And it's actually easy. You don't have to necessarily do it straight, because straight is really hard. This is to get the feeling. So sometimes I do it diagonal, so it's easier. You're training, isolating one part to work. Okay, so what we're gonna do is maybe, I'll do this way. Now I'm gonna go that way, so it's easier. Then we can do fold later, right? You can work on everything at the same time. So here is, then when you step forward, same, right? Closes the back, right, like that. So it's like twice. Close this twice. Each, knee. So again, I can tell about, I'm like injured everywhere, so shoulder, you may see me like this, don't. That's a wrong technique, right? You have to have it from up here, above your shoulder. So if you see me do it, don't copy it, please. Okay, so first slow, 5 times. Each, hong, hong. Ni, hong. San, hong. Shi, hong. Go. How much you go sideways is up to you, okay? And then, right now it's just a feeling training, so you don't have to go pam pam. Just do 2 kime. Okay, so let's do that. Now 1 count, and depending on what you feel, you're gonna go pam pam. If you're, still active, and a lot of you are much better than me, so you can go pam pam. I'm just gonna train, a couple different. So you'll see me do a couple different ones. Ready? It's knee. And now I'm going to do without the sound. She. Go. Okay. All right, do the other side 5 times. I'm going to blow my nose real quick. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so now what we're going to do is do the same thing. Instead of angle, we're going to do straight. We're going to do that 5 times. Okay, so if I'm going to do straight, same. Then focus on folding, right? If you go forward, your foot will naturally turn. Right? So just push, not push, but pull and fall a little bit, just like when you walk. So it'll create usually like a foot, right? Maybe like, I don't know, what's that, 15, 20 centimeters. And then once your belt passes your toe, you pull to go back. Okay, so let's do that 5 times. Ready? Slow is okay too if you want to do it. But make sure don't detach the hand. Each. And back. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Not enough. Hopefully you did it better than me. And then right now it's very slippery and I'm kind of going too kime. But as you get used to it, don't go pam, 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 pam. One shot. Okay, other side. Okay, ready. Each. Oh, slippery, especially with the sweat. Knees. Let's check on everybody, making sure everything's okay. All right. Okay. Now all that, right? That's fine. Usually I don't practice this a lot, but now let's go into, what time is it? Okay, we got like 35 minutes or so. So let's go into kata kumite. Application of the groin, right? Hopefully I can do without slipping. All right. So if you think about it, a turn is something that we all have problem with. Heian sandan, oh, right? We go backwards. Heian shodan, wow. We have that issue too, okay? So this is what Kihon is, a practice and a technique. For example, you have to always, not for example, you should always think about, in order to stop, the state of the stopping is a net zero, right? When we stand here, right, this leg is pushing that way, this leg is pushing that way the same amount, and then it's zero, and that's why I can stand here. If this breaks, I start moving, right? So it's obvious we kind of have to know that. So if you're doing the turn, right, you have an action, and if you don't cancel the action with a reaction, meaning that you have to have a break, you'll fall very easy. So let's do heian shodan, right? So when you fall, what's happening, right? When you fall, you're usually doing action this way, and then you're going, not canceling it, so you go this way. You're losing its centripetal force, correct? So what you're gonna have to do is use this side to cancel it out. So you cancel that out. And that's why, you can stop. So again, I don't know, hopefully I can do it and show it. Let's do that, right? So what I'm gonna focus on is the groin close, just like we practiced, right? And you're gonna go break, right? Cancel it out. Right. That wasn't that good, but hopefully you can do better. Right? Knee! Right? Now if I didn't cancel, it goes this way. Right? So I need to close this 100%, otherwise I will fall. This is not enough, I need to close a little more. And one more. Goes. It's okay. I need to train more. So try that 5 times or so. See if that makes sense to you. Okay? I'm going to do some too. So I can see myself a little bit delayed. It's not good, so close it as much as you can. Hopefully you did that a couple times. And once you get this, everything makes it much easier. Okay? So now let's take the other part. Think about it now. Imaginary, right? Go through all the katas you've been doing and then find out which part are hard. Sometimes I end up compromising. I do it and it doesn't feel strong, but I do it because I don't go out of balance. And you kind of compromise. Then when you go to headquarters or talk to some senseis, and they'll tell you like, no, it's not strong enough. You got to do it right. So, all right. So for example, let's see how my ankle is doing. All right. So heian shodan 2. Right. Backside close. Every step you take, you need to know 3 things. Either am I focusing, bending, or folding the right, or the left, or the center. Right. It becomes a vibration. So heian shodan, right side close on the first one. Close, right? Then when you take a step, you need to close, just like reaction, you need to close the right side. Groin and right side, chest, that's what I focus on. So that I don't go like this, right? Focus, knees, right? Then from here, when you turn here, that's again when you're fighting against the centripetal force. So close the left side hard. so that you can cancel it out. So right now I'm not going to do a full step. You can do sonoba, that's okay too. If you have a space for full, that's okay. Here, right? It's harder to see with the gi, but I'm trying this way so it cancels out. Right? So san. Okay, that time. Right? Shift. This side. And so try that as well a few times. Hope everybody can still hear me and do it. Okay, good, awesome. All right. Okay, so ich, knee, You can work on many things, right? There's so many turns. That's why hand shodan, even, or taikik shodan, hand shodan, has that 270-degree turn. If in reality, you should just turn this way. Much simpler. But they're trying to, right? It's designed so you can train your balance, imbalance, and that's why it's 270 by, on purpose. Okay? All right. So now, train a little bit, and then next one, while you're training, you can kind of listen to. Everybody's problem, right? Hand sanda. How do you turn? Again, it's slippery, so you might see me slide, but a lot of times this happens, right? So what you need to work on, two things, right? I'm going to work on mainly same thing, right? The back. So when you turn, use the brake on the right side to make sure you can brake. So centripetal force, and then folding, net zero. Then you can finish, right? But this is a training. So this is a training side. In reality, when you're hitting someone, you use the other side, right? Because you have an opponent to stop. So fold the other side, and essentially go, right? You gotta pass the center. But for kata, in order to train both sides and you don't have a person to stop with the right side, right? So that's how you stop, okay? Now, another thing that I don't want to go into it today too much, what you have to watch out for, is sometimes I see people standing like this. When you stand like this and your chin is right at the chest, right? You're promoting yourself to go back. That's not good, right? So I always try to have my chin at the belt. Okay, even if you have I'm building one, but when you have a beer belly, right? If you cut through it, your chin should be at the level of your belt, unless your belt's way down here, right? Down here. Otherwise, look at the toe. Make a line between the toes, and that's where your chin should be. Never like this, otherwise you will always lower balance and you're gonna get weaker, right? So what we're gonna do is from here. Okay, I don't know if I can cut off and get too close. Then here, right side close, chin at the belt, and stop, right? And you might probably see me slide both feet, but don't copy that, it's just slippery here, right? So here, knees. I slid a little bit there. Right. Saddle. Right, so I'm canceling it with the right side. So even though it looks like this, I'm actually doing a little bit this action, reaction. Okay? So, this is fun. You shouldn't look at it as like, oh, I'm scared to do this turn because I'm going to go out of balance. Do it, enjoy it. Right? You're not going to die from, trying something new. So try with your body. If you go out of balance, that's great. Adjust it, right? Adjust it. So try it a few times. And if you need to get some water, go for it. And again, this may work for you. It may not work for you. That's fine, right? The way I look at it is that me, my members, right? Whoever, just try to train with as many people as possible, hopefully good, and then acquire 10 advice. Out of the 10, each person's ankle, weight, posture, everything's different. So you take like 2 or 3 that works for you. Yeah? All right, thank you, Ray Senpai. Means a lot coming from you. I call Ray Senpai Kime Monster. I'm trying to spread that, so everybody call him Kime Monster. Okay, this is the same, right? Somewhat same as a Goju Shihosho for people who are black belts and know a little bit about it, right? I was talking to, this is also in the Kurobi world, but I was also talking to him, and that's a younger one, right? I drink with him whenever I'm in Japan, along with other, some of the Japan members, just to chat. I like Komazama University, and then, so when he turns, he falls. He does it so well that he doesn't have to turn, he falls, right? So when you're tan, 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 when you turn here, he actually falls because he can cancel it. Okay? He can cancel it. So you can try that too. He's crazy, so not that crazy. But don't step, but as advanced you get, you should work on, right? Naka-sensei also says, create an imbalance on purpose. Right? That's how he calls it too. So everybody's saying the same thing, I'm sure you too, but just different ways of explaining, right? So from here, I'm going to fall this way. And I'm going to turn my head though. And then try to cancel it with the right side, just like you did in Heian Sanna. Here, pam, pam, pam. That was not good. I can't fall grip with the slippery floor. But that's an excuse, right? I should fall anyway. Tan, tan, tan. Me. Trying to cancel it. My stance isn't that good. Right. San. Right, like that. So if you know Goju Shosho, or even if you don't, try this out a little bit. See how that feels. And if you need to get some water, go ahead. So the reason why I like working on the groin joint is that it seems like once you get one concept, you can revisit all the kata and kumite and change it around. Oh, thank you. Right? It really changed a lot. It changed a lot for me when I learned this. I forgot when, where, but I know Naka-sensei does a great job. I was talking to the youngest world champion in the history of JKA, and he's no longer with headquarters, but he's Imura sensei, and he has a super flexible groin. So we're gonna get into it later, but he can kick mawashiri without turning the toe. Bam! He turns it after he kicks, right? So he's pretty special. Naka-sensei has a crazy flexible groin. So something you want to work on, right? Because groin, I used to be flexible, but now I'm getting stiff with age and probably getting lazy, right? So something you want to keep active. All right, enough talking. All right, next one. Let's work on two things. We can work on a lot because every kata has this. It's fundamental. But let's work first on kankudai. Let me do a time check. Good. 25 minutes. We don't have that much time. So let's do kankudai. Okay? First part. So again, there's always multiple ways of doing things, right? Maybe you see Osaka sensei back then, where karate was still like how to generate power was more important than how to get a point really fast. The speed caught on as the age changed. But fundamentally, you have to train power or speed. You can't train always both at the same time. So I don't think I can do this. So if you see me go like this, don't copy it. Osaka sensei's old video is power. So he goes, hip almost goes in the same direction as the technique, right? Kind of like uraken, you can go this way, or you can go other way, or you can vibrate, right? So those three are the fundamental shotokan movements, right, of the hip. So first, right, I'm gonna show Osaka sensei's way, right, which is press into it, right? Pam, pam, ich, right? Boom, as if you're really fighting against it. Same way as well, right? So you're going fighting against it, right? More recently, right, there's a lot of snap that's been worked on. So let's work on the snap, right? Because that's what this does. Okay. So what's going to happen is that you're going to use this power to block. So you do need power to block. And then again, same as ski. Once you're almost done, you snap back using the groin. Okay. This way. And then martial art is especially Shotokan is you train big and then you make it small. Right? Train big and then make it small. So at the end, it's going to be better you are, harder to see that you're actually training hard. right, you'll end up just seeing the kimen because this big circle, right, rotation becomes small and it's going to be inside. You rarely can see it, right? Like if you see, Rei Senpai, Sensei, Stan Sensei, right? They're really smooth, but they have that kimen, and you can't see this crazy turn because they can do it in such a compact manner. So work big, work small. I'm going to do big. I'm usually big when I have to work on making it smaller. So what we're going to do is from here, each left, fold, then the right. Left, right. Left, right. And it's a short, right? Kokutsu that you is short or long. Kokutsu. Right, so that's what we're going to do. And then also, along with the groin, I'm going to pull the chest, this whole line. Right? 1, 2, 3. This right side. So let me just show it, right? See, I don't know if I can do it well, but hopefully I can. Right? Ready? Here. I'm going to go 1, 2. Yes. 2. 3. 4. And go! I don't know. Hopefully I can show it to you, but if I do it wrong, you get what I mean, right? So it's an action, reaction. Action, reaction. Okay? And then the other way is the same way as well. Okay? Oh, thank you, thank you. I tend to talk too much, so while I'm talking, go ahead and train by yourself too, you know? So, now that you're here, okay, this is another one. You don't have a wind up. Don't go kind of like, you know, hand, in that hand, yondan, right? Beginner you are, you tend to go, right? Don't, right? At least I won't. So here, close. Don't push, don't switch, fold. Ni. Ni. Okay? And the hand, all it does is you're going to focus on chest, pull, and make a shape. It will do, right? You're not moving your arm, it just ends up in the right place. So from here, I'm going to fold. Don't worry too much about the hand, just, then same. Each, knee. Each, knee. Then, 3. I hope I can do it, I'm doing it right. 4. 5. Okay, just a little tiny in case it's not, I'm doing it like this right now. Make sure you close your thumb. And also, just so you know, right, the back hand follows. Chudan, jodan. Right, don't have to do like this, but at least point up, gedan, like kankusho. Chudan, gedan, jodan. Okay, so then once you get used to this, we did one by one, right? And this one's a little harder. You know, and it took me a little while to get it. And then so, you know, don't, thank you for the comments. So now we're going to do, right? You can't do boom, boom all the time. Once you get used to this, you need to switch pretty quick. Okay, so we're going to do, here, I don't know if I can show it well, but just look for the timing right here. Is, 2 ポン3 4 and 5 again slacken off, we'll see, but the don't if you are, just focus on back side. Palm, palm. Okay, try it out. If you need to get some water, go ahead. I look like I'm looking at myself and I don't have the shime, the squeeze enough. So make sure you squeeze the back side. Oh, and my right hand, last one is like this. Make sure it's top. Okay. So sometimes, you know, whether you make it public or not, I like just recording myself because everybody's critical. Every karate person is critical. We're always talking about these fights online, saying, oh, that's wrong, this is wrong. Kind of nonsense, right? Because you don't know what they're training, right? If you're training power, it's one thing. If you're training speed, one thing, you know, you don't know. But when I record and watch myself, I'm critiquing myself, and you end up doing like tons because you're like, oh, I'm not this bad, and you try it again, try it again. So it's a good motivation, right? Whatever that makes you get enjoy, right? Okay. So now that was Kankudai is awesome, right? Kankudai was originally the Kushanku, right? And that's originally one kata. And Itosu sensei, who's one of the senseis of Funakoshi sensei, made it into Pinan, which is our heian. So if you don't have the time to do all the heians all the time, work on Kanku. Okay? But another ultimate shotokan or shurite line kata is naifanchi, which is tekki. Okay? If you have to choose one kata, it is tekki that you need to work on. Right? And tekki is the ultimate version of this, where it's teaching you so many things, but it only has kibadachi and kosodachi. And you have to use these growing, or you won't be able to make it. And so that's why I like, I'm not good at it, but I like naifanchi, right? The tekki. Okay, so let's work on one part because we don't have that much time. 15 minutes or so. Okay, so what we're going to work on, a lot of people have this problem, right? Right, same with jion. A lot of people, it becomes a hand. Right? But you need to be creating power anatomically. So what we're going to do is, this is left, right, center. Okay? What does that mean? It means this is nagashuke. You're catching a punch, nagashuke. Right? By the way, you see this a lot in beginners? Don't. This is wrong. It's a totally different technique. Nagashuke with the, right, this part, up, palm, down. Palm. And since you're catching and pulling, right, you're going to have to go to this line. You can't just go, right, you're going to get hit. So what's going to, you're going to scoop and bend over to the left. As you bring it up to nagashuke, I try to focus on right side. Right now, my right side. Then, left side to make it straight. You'll see me do a lot of this. Because I've been, I used to just do almost like a uraken a long time ago. And it's like, okay, this is not uraken, this is urazuki, it's a punch. So you see, I practiced it too much, I built a habit of going like this. So if you see me do that, it's still normal, so don't do like this. But essentially, left, right, left. If you just do right hand only, it usually makes more sense. Home, home, home. So you're not moving like this. You're just moving your body, right? Like that. Okay? So let's do that slowly 5 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if you go smoothly, it'll be almost like a circular movement. Right? So just try it slowly a few times and we'll do a little bit more with power. Hey Luigi, how are you? Great. Okay. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so let's do it now with, power. Again, that was pretty slippery and, height. Actually, depending on your age and injuries and everything, of course, in standardized JK, you want to make sure you want to train your leg by bending. But this growing training doesn't have to do with depth. So you don't have to kill yourself, right? Sometimes you're injured and you have a difference between not training at all, because I gotta go low and I'm injured, I don't want to do it because my knee hurt, right? Or do this, knee straight, relax, just work on your growing. Right? It has nothing to do with your knee bend. That's just to strengthen your legs. So again, it's okay to stand up, right? Younger ones can do hundreds. Older ones or injured ones, we can do however many you want. So just change that around. You don't have to be all low. All right, so let's do 5. Again, don't copy my bad habit, please. It's kind of scary that all these Ray Sensei and everybody, all these other good senseis are watching this. I'm sure they're going like, come on, Tony, do it right. Okay, ready? Just 5 times, right? Again, you don't have to go fast. Just focus on growing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and go! Okay. Yup. And don't do that. Alright. So hopefully that helps. All these little details, I didn't have I trained by myself most of my karate life. So I had to get all these tips and tricks, and I have to train it by myself. So, okay. And you see I'm shaking a little bit. Don't shake so much. I guess I was showing too much of this. Don't go like this. It's in place. Keep the seichu. Don't copy that, please. Okay. So that. Now similarly, right? First one too. You don't even. You see Naka Sensei do a lot of sonoba in place. This one too. Right, left. Right, left. There's a right kake, uke, haishu, kake uke, haishu uke, and reach to grab and palm. Right? So whichever you want to do. But the idea is right palm, then left palm. Okay? So from here, same but the reverse. Right? This one we did left, right, left. Next one's gonna be right, left, right. Is that right? Right, oh sorry, right, left, that's it, no right. Okay. So here, right, left. If, ni, san, shi, and go. Try that a couple times, see if you can feel that a little bit. I'm sure I didn't do a great job, but hopefully you get the idea. Okay, and while you're working on that, I'm going to explain the next step. Okay, go ahead and work on it lightly as you work on it. From here, a lot of people either do this, right? And I catch myself doing that too, depending on the situation. Or your knee collapses, right? It's neither. What you do is fold, now that you're straight, fold the right side. Fold the right side. That'll bring you most of the way there. And then from here, belly and up, upper body, close to make it empty. And so that's kind of teaching you how to churn. And this is really churning you first half, because eventually this churn will turn into pom, 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 pom. Right, that's what it's trying to teach you. So trying to make where this elbow is, that's where you're going to bang your empty to. So don't go pulling it over, just up to here. 1, 2, 3. Then here, palm, 1, 2, 3, then ni, ni, 3, 4, 5. And then you can't do this, so trying to feel it this way, and then this way. And this will be the action for the next movement as well. Okay, so try that a few times. Get some water if you need to. All right, thank you. Okay. Right, so this will make hopefully kata fun, because especially you gotta train by yourself to get better. And sometimes you don't know what you train. You just kind of think, oh, I did 10 kata. You just said 10 kata. Okay, what does that mean though? What did you focus on? Right? And then more you have kime, right? One day I'll have hopefully half of kime as very senpai, but I always look at it and my son and I are laughing, going, man, if you can do that kind of kime, it must be fun. Right? Or you see Japan team, like, man, if you have that snap like Kurihara sensei or the Kurihara brother, right? It'll be fun, right? Kind of like when you see good singers sing well, like, man, it must be fun to sing that. So sing like that. So same thing, I try to have fun with it. So if you can feel what you're working on, if you can succeed, you'll have more fun. So I think that's a good way to work on it, right? Okay, so that's Tekki. Let's see what's the time we have. Oh, we only have 8 minutes. Okay, let's move on to kumite. Kumite is something like, you need to have a lot of partner work and everything, but let's just think about it this way. I'm not going to do it now. I'm not going to, you guys don't have to do it, but Tanyamas is this training I like. I use it as a warm-up, and I also use it to check how inflexible or stiff my hip is. Again, this is slippery, so I can't do it long, but go as low as you can. And then, this is it. Ooh, I'm slipping, so it's hard. Then, trying to work on the hip close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, slipping. So it's harder. I can't do like normal, but that's kind of the idea. And what that does is when you have to do deep, kind of, jumping in, gyakusuki, it helps too. But you still have to train your groin too. So that's something you can do on your own, right? I like the 15 years ago or so when I did Taniyama Sensei's training. It was crazy. It was really realistic. Then I liked it. Okay, so now let's think about it this way. This is very slippery floor today. So if I try to push, I slip. I slip, right? So when you're short distance, you can push, and you have a grip. But just like when you take something close, you go with the hand first. When you take something far away, you go your body first, then the hand, right? So what happens is, if they're far away, you reach, then you use your hand sometimes, right? So what you do is this. This is, you can, again, this is kind of a detailed topic. It's the same. Whether you do it here in close, right? Or you do it like a tournament, something you just sometimes have to, train a realistic tournament, or even just a kumite in the dojo. Sometimes you need to go forward, and from here, you need to punch. But there's a difference between just going wild and go like this, right, to the actual technique. What we do, the beauty of the folding the joint, is like you can do it in the air, or you don't have to have a foot on the ground. Right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to get on. We're going to get this, remember, we can't kick. We're just going to get on it. And then we'll fold the joint the same way. And what we do, and then I'm going to also make it, right? And then go, boom. Right? And then that's when you punch. So closing the distance, and boom, attack. Again, you don't have to go crazy. We're not trying to show off any speed or anything. We're just trying to work on the groin. So just get on it and feel. And let's do it 5 times. Focus on here, that'll move your shoulder, and go, okay, hopefully you felt good. Okay, what I also did as you train, okay, do it a few times by yourself. You see me, maybe you can, but I was doing a little bit more, not shomen, but kagizuki, because a lot of people block like this. So I don't want to go straight and get blocked. So go kagizuki, which is the same as tekki, kagizuki, right? Same. Same thing. That's what I was working on too. So you can, create your own variation as to what you want to do, as long as you have the folding. Okay, let's do the other side. Ready? On and fold. Right? Kihon, kata, kumite, all the same concept. Just different application. Right? I purposely get on my foot so my back leg is totally lifted, and then work on it so I can feel. I'm forced to use my joint. 2 more. And go up. Okay? So when you see this kind of training, I don't want to, cause any conflicts, but I don't like when people go like, oh, this is WKF, this is like sports, this is Budo. Everybody's at a different stage and different purpose. Sometimes you do need to do something wrong to win, if that's your purpose. But what's important is that you understand, and at least it's important to me, to understand the differences and why to do it that way. Okay? Alright, so a few minutes left. We're going to do the reverse. Okay, we're going to do reverse. Now, a lot of times when you're fighting and other person does right, come jolan and get on you, I lose a lot that way too. And then sometimes if you can just do, like that's great. If you can do that, it's fantastic, but sometimes it doesn't work that way, right? Sometimes you're like, they're so fast, they're so tall, that you need to get the heck out of the way, like boom, like this. And when you do that, a lot of people just get the hand out, like this, and they're not gonna score anything. So same thing this time, instead of the front, the back going. Each back knee, and from here, backwards, get on and twist, and put the weight, entire weight onto the punch using the groin. Right, and then when you pull back, you don't have to go. You can go this way, tsugiashi, or you can step back using the reaction. Okay, this is 5 times. So trying to counter a different timing on purpose. Don't work on just one timing. So same thing, fine. Don't get comfortable because your opponent's not going to create the same timing for you. Sometimes later, sometimes earlier, right? 3 more. 3本 4本 1 more. And 5本. Okay, other side. Ready? It's very slippery. 1本 2本 3本 2 more. 4本 5本 Okay. All right, it's 11:59. Okay. So again, I'm doing it the way it's fitting my body, right? I see myself from, say, 20 years ago, I was faster. Now I'm slower, but I try to use anatomy, right? A lot of times I don't even train like this. A lot of times I just train like this. And then I train this way. Pom, pom, pom. Always incorporate kihon, kata, kumite, and again, how fast and strong you work out is up to you, right? It's different. So that I can cover a lot of things. I'm sorry, but if you're up for training, let me know. I love to see the friends around the world. So thank you very much for the opportunity, and please support your dojo and let's support each other. Thank you. Os.